Man,
But what I'm
how
saying
much?
is,
Okay,
I
okay, okay. All right. Listen. Okay. Where do you live?
I live in Atlanta, Georgia, but
You
I'm
live with
open.
your parents?
Yes, I live with my parents
Why?
to save money to build my business.
Okay. Have you ever lived on your own?
Yes, I did.
All right. So you live with your parents to build your business. So if somebody's making $80,000, you would be okay with the man making half of what you're making.
I would be okay with a man making half of what I'm making if he had a plan and a vision for it.
See, guys, this is what always comes down to. I'd accept it as long as he had ambition. See, this always comes down. Listen, no. We know where this goes, man. Something's wrong with your speaker. No,
Okay.
the average person, the average black man in this country earns $42,000. There's no more money. There's no more ambition. There's no money tree. There's no side hustle. That's what the French toast they earn.
So for women who have realistic goals, who maybe like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it okay to want a man that has a average earning potential, and you guys are able to build to have more in the future? Like I
It's
feel like
okay.
you kind of, I feel like sometimes you kind of discuss
No.
people's.
You're not the builder. That's why I stopped you. No, you roll your eyes one more time, and I'm going to hang this shit up. I don't do that, young lady.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You just found it. Intercourse with you. Let's chat. Welcome to the Intercourse Show. I'm your host, Mr. B. Today we have a very exciting show. We're doing a reaction show for Kevin Samuels. Apparently, there's a young lady who, I guess you would say, rather estimates herself high on the sexual marketplace, according to Kevin. She thinks she's just as attractive as Beyonce. And apparently, he has a conversation with her. So, without any further ado, let's go right into this and react.
I want to be married or whatever. I want to be in a relationship, but I feel like maybe I'm a little too picky.
That's all.
I'm 5'3".
Just
I'm like a 4. I recently had surgery, so I have like
kind of shit.
I don't want to blast myself. You got like 6,000.
Okay. How much? What's the most you've ever weighed?
Share.
What's the most you've ever weighed?
150 pounds.
The average black man making
You said 50,000.
actually 42. 50 is still. I mean, how old are you again?
28.
Have you ever dated a man making $150,000 a year? How long ago was that?
I mean, most of them.
Hold on. When I say date, I mean see. You just roll your eyes.
You said what?
You just roll your eyes.
No. I was thinking. I was like,
Okay. When I say date, I mean y'all were Facebook. This is my man. He's claiming you. I'm not talking about these guys know the girlfriends. Y'all monogamous. You ever dated a man making that kind of money?
yeah, the last guy I dated.
How long did you guys date?
We were friends for a while,
How
and so
long did y'all date?
for like a year.
Alright. Why didn't that go anywhere?
He I think because of his earning potential, he got like, I feel like, so he was like a plastic surgeon, and I feel like we started dating when he entered residency, and like I just feel like he got big headed. Like he realized like all the women that were chasing him, and he's like,
No.
ugh.
No.
I guess
No, listen. Okay, listen. Excuse me?
we had a difference in values.
Well, not really. Not really. Because you're talking about the way he started looking at his potential, the same way you rolled your eyes and I said, black man made 40,000.
No. Like so he started saying like he wants to have like a polygamous family, and he don't believe in like he just the things he
And if that's what he wants, he can get it.
and he can. I'm fully
Right.
believe he can.
Right. Because why? Because he's in the top 8% of black men and top earners. And you ask me, man, you gotta rank yourself. What would you rank yourself?
I mean I think I'm like a like a 7.
Don't do seven.
You say you don't do 7? What is that like? What does that
You
mean?
can't rate. You can't use 7 because everybody wants to use 7. 0 to 10, you can't use 7. Now you gotta see why I don't use 7 because everybody wants to use 7 at the same time.
Okay, 7.5.
No version of a 7.
Okay, 8. Okay, 8.
Okay. Right now, I'm gonna say something. Maybe that's just expressive, but if you doing all that shit with your face, I'll tell you to get up off my face. That's not cool, young lady.
I'm just an expressive person. It's not disrespect.
It is.
Very,
You would do this shit in church on the college class.
okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, you asked me for my professional advice, so you respect the platform.
I sure can.
Thank you. An 8. You give yourself an 8. Okay? Who else would you rank in the 8 category as far as like famous people? Musicians, movie stars.
Okay. An 8 as a famous person. Like in like a ratio, like not
like Beyonce's an 8.
No, Beyonce's not an 8.
Who's the image consultant in real life?
Okay. So you think Beyonce's an 8? I think Beyonce's a 10.
No, she's not. Beyonce's an 8. Kelly Rowland would be a 9. And Rihanna, even with her big forehead, would be a 10. So, by giving yourself an 8, you put yourself in the category of Beyonce.
Okay. So I'm not an 8.
Category of Beyonce.
No.
This is one of the major issues. You ladies don't know how to rank yourself. So when somebody like myself comes along with some truth, most people in my profession will give Beyonce an 8. And many black women give her a 10 because guys want to give yourself higher numbers. So are you in her category or not in her category?
Nah, I'm not Beyonce.
I mean, we're talking about just from the face.
Oh,
Okay, then what would you give yourself if you understand Beyonce as an 8?
okay, maybe I'm like a 6.
Which is closer to reality. Because by giving yourself an 8, you automatically put yourself in the pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous of all women across the world. And I'm sorry, at 28 years old, your lived life has told you that you're likely not there. If you're wanting a man who's going to be in the top earners of black men, that's an extremely competitive place to be. I said that's 2% of men whose people are normal people.
My parents worked hard and they afforded a pretty decent life for me. And they came here as immigrants and they weren't rich. So like the idea that I have to
All right,
marry
but the difference is
starts off.
you're not them. You were born with Western sensibilities. Man,
But what I'm
how
saying
much?
is,
Okay,
I
okay, okay. All right. Listen. Okay, where do you live?
I live in Atlanta, Georgia, but
You
I'm
live with
open.
your parents? Okay,
Yes,
wait.
I live with my parents
Why?
to save money to build my business.
Okay. Have you ever lived on your own?
Yes, I did.
All right. So you live with your parents to build your business. So if somebody's making $80,000, you would be okay with the man making half of what you're making.
I would be okay with a man making half of what I'm making if he had a plan and a vision
See,
for it.
see, guys, this is what always comes down to. I'd accept it as long as he had ambition. See, this always comes down. Listen, no. We know where this goes, man. Something's wrong with your speaker. No,
Okay.
the average black man in this country earns $42,000. There's no more money. There's no more ambition. There's no money tree. There's no side hustle. That's what the French toast they earn. Half of the men earn that.
I mean, but
Can you
what I'm
listen and understand that?
I do understand. I
All
completely
right. And then the
understand.
men that earn more than that want a hell of a lot more, like your ex-boyfriend who told you, oh, I'm an above average earner. I'm going to go get the moon and the stars because most guys earn less than me. Is it
Okay, so
certain
then
for
can I
him?
ask you a question?
Listen, the men that you want, the income, the lifestyle, no matter how you want to slice it, how you want to pretty it up. This is not my first rodeo. Please stop looking in the comment section. Look ahead and think, because
Oh,
when you're
sorry.
looking down there, it looks like you're not looking here. When you're at the end of the day, man, you can pretty it up, but you want a certain kind of lifestyle. It's a white collar lifestyle.
Hmm.
All right.
So let me ask you this. Can I
Oh
ask a
Jesus.
question? If that's okay. Can I? So for women who have realistic goals, who maybe like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it okay to want a man that has a average earning potential, and you guys are able to build to have more in the future? Like I
It's
feel like
okay.
you kind of I feel like sometimes you kind of discount people's.
No. You're not the builder. That's why I stopped you. No. You roll your eyes one more time, and I'm going to hang this shit up. I don't do that, young lady. What the French toast is wrong with you? But you know what I do know? Is this how you act on the phone? You are a trip in a relationship. And I've tried to be really nice to you. You're acting the way you do. Bucking your eyes and shit. This is live. People are looking.
Okay, so I'm gonna get off, guys, because I feel like you're being a little outrageous. But thank you so much.
Yeah, you don't come over to somebody's place playing games. Bottom line is, I'm. Bottom line is, all you women, he's so rude. No, women like her are rude. Come over to somebody's business, fucking your eyes. That's another woman for whom the average earning man would not be good enough. See, what I want for you ladies is to start understanding. Every time a woman says that they need a man in the top 15, top 10, top 5% range, they are telling the rest of men you're not good enough. Well, if they can say that, that's fine. But they're going to have to be able to live up to that. Y'all don't seem to have any problem with women having a standard. But when a man comes along and says, well, guess what, man? You know, you saw her have a fuller face. And I'm like, all right. Men who earn the kind of money you're talking about are going to get women who have room to grow. Stand at your mother's house, owning my own business. It's too much attitude. Too full of yourself. That young lady was very full of herself. She may not have been acting all over the place, but she was very, very full of herself. It's a lot of ego. And that does well for when y'all are talking y'all's diva queen boss stuff, but it does not work well for the kind of men that women say they want. So if you think this is rude, then now stay off of here, man, because this is how men talk. I've said it. Men are not going to talk to you like we're women. This is my platform. And when I've had enough of somebody acting immature, childish, goofy, I'm going to call it out. And if that's rude to you, don't come back. That's what I said on Clubhouse. Women are used to one-way aggression. You're used to women being able to act a complete ass. And men are just supposed to take it. Men are supposed to let women just say whatever, do whatever. And just because they're not screaming or raising their voice, we're just supposed to let you do it. No, absolutely not. And the bottom line is, she rated herself an 8. She thinks she's pretty. Okay. She's cute. She's cute. But you're not at the Beyonce level. You're not 8, 9, and 10. Life has shown that. You're at the 5, 6 area. And because I could not get an accurate estimation of her physique, I will give her the benefit of the doubt and say that she had an average physique. But I do know with such a full face, men tend not to be drawn to full-faced women. Especially if, for lots of reasons. So at what point do you ladies feel like you're going to have to start making... See, the problem we've gotten to is so many women feel like they're settling for being realistic. An average man is nothing to settle for. I got news for y'all. An average man is nothing to settle for. And I'm tired of hearing y'all talk about you'll be settling for that. You don't settle for an average man. You settle for a below average man. An average man is a catch. Just like an average woman's supposed to be the prize, right?
Okay. Well, there you have it. That was Kevin Samuels, really kind of advising this young lady. It seems like the conversation went off the rails a little bit because she was very expressive with her face. She was rolling her eyes a lot, and it came across as if she was trying to troll him. Or it could just be the fact that, some people feel like they have a complex, if you will. They feel like they know better than everyone. And a lot of young people tend to do this thing where they conduct themselves in a manner where they've got life figured out. Here's a young lady who called Kevin Samuels and asked him for advice on how to appeal to a certain group of men. He's high net worth men. And she was saying that she's dated men like that upon his examination of her. And he asked her to give him an estimation of how attractive she thinks she is on the market. She tells him roughly a 7. That's generally the number he says not to use, but they settle down on an 8. 8 is where he would rank a Beyonce. He tells her, do you believe that you are as attractive as Beyonce? She says, no, I think higher. But throughout the whole conversation, things started to go off the rails because it appeared as if the young girl was trolling him. She kept rolling her eyes. Her facial expression was one that implied she wasn't taking this seriously and possibly was doing it to be facetious or maybe to diminish his influence. And I think he had a very little tolerance for it. In that, he went on to make a greater point about passive-aggressive gesturing on the part of certain women and how dating women of that type of caliber cannot necessarily be a good thing for a man with good intentions and who got his head on straight. And I think he makes a valid point. There are ways that women do things that comes across as disrespectful to men. It's bratty in nature. It just gives not impressionable, not malleable, kind of like street rap type vibes, like a girl who's just not really interested in following a man, but who has her own agenda and who will pretend as if she's interested in men. And then upon securing a relationship, she then takes over, and her personality is one where she tries to take the lead of the relationship. I think it was very telling how she was conducting herself. Now, some people criticize him because he has very little tolerance for that type of disrespect. I think he viewed it as unprofessional and really kind of, dismissive and disrespectful on her part to conduct herself like that. And I think he tried to work with her. He gave her a couple cues and said, hey, look, the facial expressions and the way that you're conducting yourself seems to be a bit inappropriate. And, like it's coming across a certain way. She had a chance to address it and chose not to. And unfortunately, the conversation went off the rails. Moral of the story is, let's all be respectful. I mean, again, maybe this is this lady's communication style, but I think it's off-putting to certain men. And that's sort of my take on this particular episode. For those who are not already connected to the show, I ask that you like and subscribe and you stay connected and let your voice be heard. All right? Thank you.